king is back, baby.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man?
Well, hello there, my silly gooses. Welcome back to the My Two Cents podcast. This is the midweek breakdown. As you heard from the intro, the king is back. I am back here doing what I love, talking to you guys. And I just want to say, first and foremost, how are you? I hope you were doing fine. I hope you guys were doing great with that little bit of time that I was away. I told you I was going to be away for a little bit, and now here I am, back in your ear holes, ready to talk to you. Now, if you guys have been following the midweek breakdown, again, if you haven't, you can check out past episodes. They're there in the archives for you to listen to. If you guys have followed the midweek breakdown, you guys know that sometimes I have a topic I just want to talk about on the midweek breakdown, and today's topic is doing a compare and contrast. This comparing and contrast is of the South versus the North, or more specifically, South Carolina versus Connecticut. Because this little hiatus, I had to travel to Connecticut. I have family in Connecticut, and ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say this right now. For as much money you're able to make in the North compared to the South, and let's just be honest, you're able to make more money in the North than in the South, somehow, in some way, they're able to still be more dumb and more stupid in the North than they are in the South. And let me break this down to you why I say that. The first thing I want to talk about is airport to airport. Myrtle Beach Airport versus Connecticut Airport that I arrived in. I don't know the destination pinpoint, so I'm not going to even try to research it. But if you have been to Myrtle Beach's airport, you know that it's a nice size airport. It's not the biggest airport, but it's a nice size. They got two levels. The first level is where you get your check-in, you do your TSA stuff. That is on the first level of the airport for Myrtle Beach. Well, the second level, that's where you have your waiting areas for you to wait for your plane to get there, where you can get snacks, or you got to use the restroom, try to walk around just to get yourself limbered up before you have to sit on the plane for however long you're going to be on it. South Carolina is able to do this better than Connecticut's airport that I was at. Because Connecticut's airport that I was at, their airport was small. They didn't have two levels, and I don't mind not having two levels. I don't care about none of that. But the airport was small. Their PA system was the pits. Their waiting area was the pits. I mean, it just wasn't good. It was not good at all. How do you have the capability to make more money in the North, but your PA system sounds like complete and utter garbage? That is completely crazy to me. You would think with the money that you make in the North, you were able to put that money into better systems, better equipment. That's at least what you would think should be the case, and that's what I thought it should be. But Connecticut airport system doesn't think that. You would think with the money that they have, you would think having a waiting area should be on that priority list. Having a nice sizable waiting area would be on that priority list, but it's not. Their waiting areas are not the biggest. It doesn't have a lot of seats for people to sit in. As a matter of fact, as people were coming in later, because flights would be delayed, people will start getting overcrowding each other. You could just start seeing people just stand up and just being over each other and just hovering over each other. That was not a good feeling. They don't have many restroom areas. I mean, it was complete pits. I don't understand. Again, you make more money in the North. How do you not fix all of these things? How do you let South Myrtle Beach take you in this? I don't understand that, but the South Myrtle Beach, more specifically, in this comparing and contrast, they have that on this. Next thing I want to talk about, driving. Driving in Connecticut is garbage. You have a lot of one-ways, you have a lot of turnabouts, and what I mean by turnabouts, I mean you start driving one way, then they're doing construction, and they have to turn you this way, and then oh wait, police are stopping someone, or there was an accident here. Oh wait, you gotta turn this way. You gotta go mad different ways just to get to your destination point. While in the South, you don't have that. You have a lot of two-way streets. You have a lot of four-way streets where there's two on one side, two on the other. Cars can go by each other. You're not going to get into many accidents. Let me preference that. You're still going to get into accidents wherever you're going if you are around sucky drivers or you're not paying attention yourself on the roads. But you're able to get in more accidents in Connecticut than you are in the South. At least in South Carolina, at least from what I've seen. Because while I was up there, I saw accidents. I saw police stopping people for the dumbest reasons. I saw a police literally stand outside with binoculars on that. I think probably had a speedometer on it as well. And he was looking and trying to clock people at the exact same time. And I saw him literally clock someone. And he was able to get in his car and literally pull up right behind him so quick and then pull off right behind that person and pull them aside. And that person and the lady were driving fast at all. So that police officer was just money hungry and he was just trying to give someone a ticket. So this, I give the driving portion to South Carolina again. Now, people might say, Gerald, is all about where you were born and raised, if you're able to deal with that or not. Listen, I don't care if you're born and raised in that or not. You will able to see the legit difference from driving in the South to driving in the North. Driving in the North is more hectic. People are more on edge. Whenever you get to a stopping light and you stop, you sit there for a minute, and when it turns green, people immediately start honking at you if you don't move off and try to peel off immediately if you're in the North. I've seen it. I've had people honk behind me. It was the dumbest thing because I just would think to myself, dude, it just turned green, bro. Relax. While in the South, dude, you could be sitting at a light. It turns green. You don't pull off for 5 seconds. People are still cool. People will allow you to start getting your car ready to drive off without any honking or any type of just being a complete dickhead. I don't understand any of the agitation that you have whenever it just turns green and you want someone to immediately peel off. Dude, relax. Hold yourself off. Chill, bro. So South Carolina in driving, again, takes it straight up. And then the biggest pet peeve of mine is literally their stores. And more specifically, cashiering, checking out. South Carolina, you say what you want about people and the checkout lines. Baby, there is no way. And I mean this, there is no way you mean to tell me that I'm just going to do a comparison here because this is where it was. I had to go to a Target because I had to get some medicine. And Target has people coming in, whether you're in the South or the North, East, West. People go to Target. I think Target's completely overrated, but that's besides the point. Target had the medicine that I needed. I go there, and this Target only had 2 registers opened by people, but when it came down to the automatic registers, they only got like 6 of them, and people were still packed up at the automatic registers. I'm thinking to myself, you guys have all these CAD registers right around here, and you mean to tell me you only got 2 human people working at registers while you have an automatic one is all packed up. Why don't you get other people on the human registers? That's the dumbest thing. Now, in the South, it's completely different. You have those automatic registers. Yeah, cool, fine. But you have people at the registers. More than 2. They can literally be older people working at the registers, and you have some young people. But I mean, there'll be more than 2 people working at the registers down here. And I just, again, don't understand how you are able to make money in the North, but you're able to get away with some of the most dumbest, ludicrous, ridiculous things up there. While down here, that will not be the case. People will try to figure out, yo, dog, open up another register. You have people saying that, and then guess what? they'll actually have people come over and start opening up the register and actually start doing their job. I don't understand how nobody yelled out, "Hey, yo, open up another register" in the North. I don't understand how that didn't happen at all. People were just sitting there waiting in the line and just was cool with it. I don't understand that thinking at all. But again, hey man, that's the North and the South. That's where you get the comparing and the contrast. South, they wouldn't have that, while the North, they're just cool with that. And it's crazy. They're cool with waiting inside of a store, but they're not cool with the driving part whenever the light issue that I just mentioned. So that tells you the complete differences that, again, the North and the South have. Next up, the food, and I think without a shadow of a doubt, the North take it in the food department. The South has nothing on them in that area. Expertise, you're able to have more different food options. Whenever you want pizza, you're actually able to get it from an actual place that actually does pizza, not just a fast food chain like a Papa John or Domino's, all that type of crap. No, you're actually able to go to a pizza spot and actually eat good, great quality pizza. Or if you're looking for a sub, you don't have to go to a Subway. You don't have to go to a Jimmy John, which, you don't have to go to a Jersey Mike. Jersey Mike, I would stamp all day. Jersey Mike is the place if you do want subs, go to Jersey Mike's. But in the North, they actually have Subway shops that people actually make subs. And I'm not talking about like Subway, the fast food joint. I'm talking about the actual places where they actually have mom and pop stores that are places that make subs, and they do it in front of your face. They do it just to perfection. Corso's, to be more specific, Corso's Deli in Connecticut. They make great subs. Always go there when I'm in Connecticut. So if you want a good sub, go to Corso Subs in Connecticut. The food in Connecticut just basically outtakes the South, straight up. So the North has it there. Weather-wise, the North takes it there. In the South, in the summertime specifically, it is hotter than the sand pit down here, which should be expected because South is known for being hot whenever it's the summertime. So I always don't put stock into the news when they talk about how hot it is or how hot this is going to be in the summer for the South. I'm always like, yeah, that's kind of the case. So I was kind of expecting the North to kind of be hot as well. And it was, but it wasn't to the degree that it was in the South. So I would say if you want to be in the summertime where it's not too much heat, but you're going to get some heat, go to the North because, well, it wasn't that bad if you are a Southerner. Travel up to the North for the summertime. Enjoy your summers there to come back down in the fall. Whenever school time comes around, you'll be fine and straight and dandy. So the North has it there on that. And the people. In this compare and contrast, I would like to say the people are about the same. There's going to be some harsh people in the North and in the South. There's going to be some nice people in the North and in the South. People are people, so that's about even. So that's my compare and contrast of the North versus the South. What I would like to say as well is that when I had to travel to the North, the turbulence wasn't that bad. Yes, you had some turbulence here and there, but it wasn't that bad. It was a nice, smooth flight. I was able to get a quick nap here and there. And that was that. But when I had to travel back from the North to the South, it was turbulence 80% of that ride. And I did not understand why. I was not feeling it. I played a little video games on my phone, listened to music in my ears, and when turbulence would happen, again, I would just look around and just try to make sure everybody else is cool, nobody else is freaking out. That allowed me to know that nothing is going down. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, their PA system, again, from the North to the South, it was shoddy. Jesus Christ on that plane. I don't understand what plane from the North has that the South doesn't have, but their PA system was shot to hell. The South, when I had to travel from the South to the North, their PA system worked perfectly. Everything was fine. You were able to hear everything crisp and clean in the plane. But this one, it was not. It was shoddy. You couldn't hear nothing. They had to cut back and say it like 2 times over the PA. The first time it was crap. The second time you got to clear the workers on the plane would just walk up and down, back and forth the second time. I don't understand what type of crap they were on. I don't understand it. Hopefully next time I take a plane, Jesus Christ, the people and the plane will be better than this one. Because, dude, it was garbage. It was trash. But, yeah, that was my time away. That was my time stepping away. But I do want to make mention of this. Since my time is about up for you guys, I will be back Sunday with Sunday news. As usual. Saturday, you'll get your wrestling highlights of the week because that's going to be out as well. But Sunday, more specifically, I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the news that I wasn't able to talk to you guys to for this little bit of time. And I just want to talk about some of the internet reactions to certain things that made itself viral the time that I was gone. From the Keke Palmer stuff, which is now gone and faded, but trust me, it hasn't gone and faded from me in the way that people were reacting to the baby father, to the White House not finding the culprit for the cocaine, and they did say it was cocaine, which again, I find it weird how they don't find whose cocaine that was, but I'll get more into that on Sunday. The woman that was kidnapped, but now she has returned home from Alabama. That will be something I'll be talking about Sunday. Like I said, there'll be things I just want to talk about because, well, that's the news. And I like talking about the news on Sundays. So expect that on the Sunday episode. But again, if you listen to professional wrestling, you watch it. I do have my Saturday episodes, Wrestling Highlights of the Week. That will be up there as well. And I will be talking about the G1 Climax. That is New Japan's highly coveted tournament that they do every summer to determine who's going to be in the main event for their WrestleMania for New Japan Wrestle Kingdom in January the 4th. So I'll be giving you guys updating coverage on that as well. So now with that all being said, it's time for me to give you guys your song of the week. And the song of the week for this week, it is Kanye West and Chris Brown's unreleased version of New Again from Kanye West's Donda album. Donda album, again, I've said it before, that is a masterpiece. That is a great album. I now haven't listened to this version of New Again from Kanye and Chris Brown. I can understand Chris Brown being upset at Kanye for cutting him off of that album, cutting him off that song off the Donda album. So for people that didn't get to listen to Chris Brown's version of, well, his verse on New Again, I'm here to just basically give it to you guys. You guys can listen to it on YouTube as well, but I just feel that I can play it here because, well, I'm just a fan. So with that being said, I present to you Kanye West featuring Chris Brown, New Again.
If I hit you with a W-I-D, you better not hit me with a H-E-Y. It better be like, hi, with a bunch of eyes, or hey, with a bunch of eyes. I lit 100 lies, so that mean I had 100 wives, and I am just simply high off life for the 100 times. Never let nobody curb me, they don't deserve me. Should I really bought the Burberry last Thursday? Wear a different color jersey every Thursday. Post a me in Malibu, you posting pics in Jersey. It's the lay me or play me, a bigger flex though. Cause you know you never live up to my ex though. If we dive, it's the deep end, baby, let's go. I'll be gone by the weekend, baby, XO. Most insane, out of body experience. And I repent for everything I'ma do again. And I repent for everything I'ma do again.
Is it too late for second chances? Give my life to gain your blessings. Trade my pain for all the pleasure. Let your peace sustain my mental. Is it too late for second chances? Love so toxic and romancing. When you rich, you can't imagine. I pray your peace sustains my mental. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned over and over again. Temptation got hold of me again now, but I ain't doing nothing to change it all. 1 minute I'm with her and then plot twist on with her best friend. Next thing I know I'm in a group text. Now we having group sex. Damn, I love this shit. It's a lifestyle, can't let go of it. Nothing compares to the perks. When you are perks, every day I serve. Swear they keep me smiling at my words. Yeah.
Thank you for your mercy. Make me new. If you take the ride, please don't close your eyes, In the den of thieves, every man disguised, Keep your mask on, keep your hand attached, It's a roller coaster, keep your hands aside, Speaking on your name, remember this advice, What they vandalize, he'll evangelize, He gon' part the ties, he gon' part the skies, Wanna bring a shame, remember this advice, What they vandalize, he'll evangelize, He gon' part the ties, he gon' part the skies, Wanna bring your pain, remember this advice, What they vandalize, he'll evangelize, He gon' part the ties, he gon' part the skies, Did it for the fame, remember this advice, What they vandalize, he'll evangelize, What they vandalize, he'll evangelize, He gon' part the ties, he gon' part the skies, When they start to lie, remember this advice, What they vandalize, he'll evangelize, He gon' part the ties, he gon' part the skies,